Okay, so today we're going to paint the chameleon, right? And everybody has the shape of a chameleon. So the way you draw or paint is you have the shape, the color, or the texture, right? To help explain what something is. Well, we already have the shape. So if we sort of stay in the shape, we all know it's a chameleon. And we're doing rainbow order. And everybody's will be a version of mine. Right? It's not going to be exactly. That would be weird. Like my letter A looks like an A, but your letter A looks different. They're all just a version of it. So, and this one I did by myself, not teaching. So I was able to go as slow as I wanted, as detailed as I wanted. Is it going to come out like this smooth? Oh, and how much experience do I have? A lot, right? I've done it lots of times. So not that I'm better at it than you, I've done it more times. Does that make sense? The first time you do it, your brain's going to be going, what? And then once we do the tail and do one rainbow's worth, your brain's going to be like, I got this. But then we have to do all this. Okay? So we're going to, oh, and then I want to show you real quick before we start. I have 2 mistakes. So look how big this stick is. And then on the other side of his tail, it doesn't even match. What did I do? I don't know. So for you, if I didn't draw it good, just make sure you can tell that it skips and it starts right there. And look what I did right there. Like I didn't put any stick in his hand. Right? So I'll remind you when we get to that just in case. So we have 1 paintbrush, and we can go ahead and open all of our paints. So open them all, right? But we're going to start with brown and green. We're going to do stick first, but might as well open them all. And I put my lids somewhere else because it gets really crowded. My table gets all cluttered. Hey, Seuss, do you need help with your easel? Yeah, you got to put your easel. Oh, you did do it. Okay, never mind. I didn't see it. And take all the lids off. And brown. Oh, you don't have to take black's lid off. Do you know when we're going to use black? The very last thing we'll ever do is we'll get a little bit of black, clean our paintbrush, and fix any oopsies. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a slightly different color black. I had an oopsie there, so I got black paint. I had oopsie on her leg, like that. But you can't fix anything until the painting is done, right? So let's say you go outside the line. Oh, shoot, right? You can't go and get black. You'll get black in your paintbrush and everything will look gray. Does that make sense? Don't get water either. No water. Because one little drip erases, it's a solvent to acrylic paint, so we don't use water, okay? We're just going to do one step at a time. But the last thing we'll do before we hang up, we'll clean our paintbrush and go and fix, a little bit of black, like that, at the end. Oh, I forgot, end the black dots, right? But at the end, just warning you, because I've seen people like get all worried they made a mistake, and then once you get black in your paintbrush, everything has a gray hue to it. Okay, so we're going to paint the tail first by painting. And we're going to paint this stick, right? But it's 4 pieces of a thing, right? It's not really a stick. So how do we know if something is, of what something is? Its shape, its color, and its texture. So its shape are these 4 weird shapes. Its color is brown and green, right? And then its texture, or all the stripes, are going downhill in the same direction. So it looks like the same object. Does that make sense? So they're all going diagonal towards this corner. Okay? So, and we're going to learn how to outline. This trick we're going to use 50 million times while painting. But it looks like a big paintbrush, right? But it's not. As soon as you smash, or a little paintbrush, but when you smash your paintbrush, it actually opens really big, like that. But when we smash our paintbrush, we can see one little hair. It goes like this. Our paintbrush goes boop. And one little hair is going to get rid of the Sharpie. The whole paintbrush paints. but one hair gets rid of the Sharpie. So I go, I'll do it up close. Smash! Oh, now I can see the one hair, and the one hair, and we push our paint. So with pens and pencils and crayons, you scribble to get color to come out because you do one line at a time of color. With paint, it's so thick, you just push paint. You know how a bulldozer pushes the sand like this and then you get a pile of sand on both sides? That's what we're doing, okay? So we're gonna paint this little weird little shape first. We'll try the outline trick, okay? So I'm just gonna stab my brown like I'm mad because it's kind of big. So I just go, stab! That is a globule of brown. Stab! I just went like this. And stab! There. Your paintbrush can only hold that much, right? Go ahead and you do it. Now I'm going to go and outline, and I'll hold it close so you can see. But I'm going to smash my paintbrush. Smash! Oh, I'm in the stick. Now I'm going to sneak up, and my one hair is going to get rid of the Sharpie. Ooh! Push. No wiggling. And then down. And I'm push. And it's going to run out of paint. Watch. Oh, it's dry. Oh, what should I do? Give up and go home? No. I just stab brown again. Step. And smash in the stick. Now I'm going to sneak down, 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 down. Oh, bye, Sharpie. I'll drive my car on the road. Whoop. That's how come I always make it bigger, because I overlap the silver Sharpie. I don't want to see silver. That was a trick, you know, so we can see it. Now you do it. See if it's true. See if it's true. Smash, push, push, push. No wiggles. It's push. And you're going to go super slow at first, but watch how we'll go faster and faster and faster, because your brain will go, oh, I got it. But not at first. When your brain's learning something, we give it permission to go slow, learning curve, right? Now, what if black shows through my brown? Built-in shadow. We don't even care. Now I'm going to stab brown. Stab! My table's over here. And now I'm just going to land by the tail and go towards the corner, and they're all the lines are parallel to each other, like bark, right? So I just go land and swipe. Swipe. Oh, there's not enough paint on there. Nothing happened. More paint. Stab! Swipe, swipe, swipe. They're all going in the same direction, all parallel to each other. Ooh, a little bit of black showing through. Shadow. Now you do it. And then we push paint, right? Scribble? No. Push, push. Shove that paint like that. Because it's super thick, like frosting or peanut butter. And remember, who's afraid of going outside the line? We could touch it up at the end. Oh, the black background. Now we're going to put green on there. So we get to do a highlight. Highlights when you go brighter. This is what I imagine is it's a foresty stick, but he keeps walking on the top of it, so the moss is coming off. So there's moss underneath it. But we're going to do a fade or an ombre or a blend, right? So we need to clean our paintbrush, and we're going to do this 50 million times. But when we clean a paintbrush, we don't rub it really hard like that. That'll make all her hair stick out. So we just go like this, find a little clean spot, fold it over, and squeeze the paint out. Like that. And then we're going to use green, and green and brown can't really hurt each other. So we just squeeze it out, squeeze, because we're going to use green next. And it's still got brown in it, but not very much brown, right? Just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to get green, but I want, we're going to save this a whole bunch too. How many color values do you need for 3D? Dark, medium, light, or maybe the other way. Dark, medium, light, right? So brown by himself is like dark, right? Brown with a little green in it is medium, but green by herself is bright. Let me prove it, right? So look at here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of green on the bottom, but I am not going to stop with the same glob of green on my paintbrush. I go a stripe higher, and they all touch, like I'm vacuuming or mowing the lawn. then a little higher, and I'm basically running out of green. And I do not stop till I get to the top, because what if I drop a micron of green off? Basically, you run out by the time you get to the top. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to stab my green like I'm mad. And there's more green, so it will pick up more. So I'm just going to stab it. Oh, okay. That's going to be very, very, very green. So our very first stripe on the bottom is going to be very green. Okay, so watch me do it. Everybody pause and watch with your eyes, right? Because those were just words. So boring. So I'm going to start on the very bottom. How green is this stripe going to be? Should I rub it in? No, it'll just make greenish brown. So I'm going to go very green. Oh, look at that. It makes cool stripes. Wait, now I'm going to go without wiping it. Don't do anything else. Do not get more green. I'm just going to, whatever is left is higher. Whatever is left is higher than that and higher than, look at those cool stripes I'm getting. Higher, higher, no stoppies, no stoppies. I'm running out of green, I'm running out of green, I'm running out. It turns into mist and it's almost gone and now it's invisible. So how many color values do I have? Bright, medium as I start to run out, and dark when I run out completely. Should I go back and scrub it in? No scribbling. How come? It'll just become brownish green. I like the stripes. That looks like bark. So I just go with the glob of green, higher, 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 and texture matters. So there's my cool stripedy texture. I could touch it again and prove to you how it just turns to brownish mud, but I don't want to because I like mine. Can you stop when you run out of paint halfway and get more? No, we are trying to run out of green, right? It's very green, running out of green, all gone, disappear. Well, I'll show you a magic. Look at my tail. I put white on the top of the pink, and then it gets less, right? Bright on the bottom, but less as I go up. We're going to do that. Okay, now we can do, clean our paintbrush. I forgot. Where's my paper towel? Every time we change colors, we just give it a pinch. Oh, I wanted to tell you about the color wheel. Right? Because we're doing red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Well, what color did we just do? Brown? It's not even on here. So who cares? But remember how I showed you the pink and the orange and the yellow and the green, then blue, then purple? We're going to go in this order, which means we'll never make an ugly poo-poo color. But what if has anyone ever played with Play-Doh where all of a sudden it looked like a cat turd and you didn't want to play with it anymore? You're like, Mom, something happened to my Play-Doh, right? It's because you went like this. You mixed purple and yellow. They're opposite on the color wheel. Blech. How about red and green, Christmas colors? They're opposite the color wheel. Blech. Orange and blue, right? Well, we're going to go in order. Always the next one. They'll never make an ugly color. We're going to go around and around. So all we have to do is wipe off our paintbrush and the next color won't hurt the next color. Does that make sense? Okay, so now I'm going to do this stick part. Clean my paintbrush off. Like that. Did I scare you? Okay, now I'm going to get brown. But I have to outline this weird stick. And look, I did it again. I made this stick bigger than that one. I can fix it. So I stab my brown. Oh, it's like a backward C. Let me do that first. So I smash my paintbrush in my stick, and I'm going to go, it's inside the stick shape, and I go smash. And then I sneak up and let one hair do a backward C. Kind of like a letter B, I guess. And then, oh, sharp. I don't want silver Sharpie showing. Get out of here. And now I'm going to make sure my stick is big enough. Look, it's not big enough again. Make this one a tiny bit bigger. Okay, now they line up. Right? Okay. Looks like the letter D. Weird little shape thing. Who's got that outlining done? No silver Sharpie showing. Silver Sharpie. We hate it. Because it's too shiny when we're done. And it's like, what are all those sparkly pieces all over your painting? And then now we're going to put the brown texture when we fill it in. Which direction do we go so it matches this one? Texture is important. We go downhill, like diagonal. Ooh, a little bit of black peeked through where it was thin, but I know it's going to be like a shadow. Mrs. Holland, do you have an easel? Or is it just easier for you this way? It's easier, yeah. So you can get closer. I just worry your arm's going to get tired. Okay, now we're going to clean it. Oh, going to go to green, so I'm just going to give my paintbrush a little pinch. Pinch. And then, how much green? That one was a big, hard stab of green because we had to go pretty high up. That was a lot. So this one, maybe just a poke of green. There's no way to know how much, right? So it's just a poke. So I don't know, poke. I didn't stab, all right? I didn't stab it hard. I just got a little kind of poke. And then where is the green on the bottom? It's very green. Less green, less green, less green, less green. And then I get to the top of the stick and I run out of green across my fingers. So it's just stripes or lines. So it's very green. That makes sense. Then the next row above that, they're touching though, is less green, less green. I go all the way to the top, no stopping, because if I drop off 1 micron of green, it actually helps when it dries. It looks really neat. And I got to the top. I didn't have to push hard at all when I did that. I was actually doing that. I felt myself being more gentle than when I put the brown on. Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't fold my paintbrush over and push. I felt I was definitely softer on the tip. Like when you use a fancy pen or something. And then I make sure, okay, this stick looked like it lined up with that stick. Yeah. Because of my mistake, I don't want you to have that same weird mistake. And then I'm going to lick my paintbrush off. No, you grossos. Those of you who did it, sickos. Okay, I'm just going to get a paper towel pinch. And then, ooh, this one is, I'm going to have to get brown paint a couple of times. Look how big this is. Right? Okay, I can do that. It's stick, right? So I know how to outline. Who feels like they understand outlining already? We only did it 2 times and your brains are like, yeah, I already know. So we just stab our brown, because you have a good human brain. Human brains learn by doing. You know when the teacher shows you math, are you learning math? No. When do you actually learn the math? When you do it, right? So we're going to do it. So I'm like, all right. Goodbye. Oh, and then don't forget under his wrist. Looks like a little backwards C. Sometimes I see people forget under his wrist, right? So I'm going to go in the stick, land, up. I'm covering up the Sharpie. Now I can push, drive my car. What if I get a wiggle on my stick? It's a stick. Doesn't have to be perfectly perfect. Stick. And then on top of his foot. Okay, I ran out of paint. Stab. Now I'm going to go under his wrist. Smash. Push. Now you do it. You can do it. You can do this. You don't even need me now. Totally makes sense to your brain. But then when we fill it in, which direction does the texture have to go? Oh, look at it. It didn't cover up the silver Sharpie. Ugly. Ugly, ugly. Too shiny. There, got it. Now I'm going to do diagonal. You guys know the word parallel, right? Your upper grades. So parallel is they're always go next to each other and never cross over. So parallel line, way falling downhill, mush my paint. Ooh, a little bit of black showing. I don't even care. It's built-in shadow. But look at my, and what if I have lumps where it's thick and thin and thick and thin and thick and thin? When it dries, the thicker parts of the brown will actually be darker because there's more pigment. That's weird. And where I give it permission to be thinner is also okay. The thickness of paint is another trick to get 3D. So we go falling down. Oh, this is gonna, when I put the green on, I'm gonna need a lot of green. How come? Because this is big. This is a big part. So I'm gonna clean my paintbrush. Pinch. I'm using the same paper towel. because we're gonna do the entire rainbow. So just find another teeny tiny clean spot and do a pinch, because we could do this all day, right? Another spot, another spot, another spot. So don't just do one and throw it away. You won't have enough paper towels. See, it's got, now I could get green. So where is it going to be most green? The bottom, the brightest green. And then I give it permission to run out of green as I go higher and higher on purpose. It's called a fade, a blend, an ombre. You guys heard of that, huh? So now I'm going to, how much green do you think that is? This is a big piece. So would it be a tiny poke? No. I'm going to have to stab it hard. Stab! Okay, I got it. It's a glob. Why? I have to go far. So underneath her little, what if I get some paint on her hand? Her little claws are shaped like V's. We can draw that, so don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to land right by her little, are that claws? Feet? I don't know. So I go, very green. Stop. Next row above that will be less green. Even less green. Look at those cool stripes, like my texture. It looks like bark. Even less green. I'm running out. I'm completely out. And I actually do it softer. I think I made this piece of bark bigger. Does it line up? Okay. I have a bad habit of making my stick too big. Okay, check for 3D. Do you have bright green, medium green, and dark, where it's basically brown where you ran out, right? Can you go like this? Dash, 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 dash. Because who's more powerful, brown or green? Brown. The more you touch it, it just turns back to brown. And you're like, hey, what the? So now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. Pinch. Find another spot. Wow, that was holding way more paint than I expected. It's a big blob. And then now, we'll do underneath his little toes right there now, and this stick. Do you think you'll need very much brown? No. So maybe not stab as hard, right? Because your paintbrush can only pick up so much. So just go, all right, some, and then goodbye, Sharpie. Whee! Oh, it was only enough for one stripe, and then I ran out. A little bit more, poke. And then the bottom went, bye, Sharpie. I don't want to look at you anymore. And now I could put the brown in the triangle between his toes. Right? And what if I ruin his toes? So they're made out, they look like V's. We could draw a V, and by then the stick will be dry, right? And then when we fill it in, should we scribble up and down? No. We have to get the texture to all be going in the same direction, so we just go downhill, downhill. So I get how much paint? Poke. And downhill, downhill. Oh, see, I did get some on his foot. Whatever. I know how to draw a V. I don't care. Hey, Seuss, you don't look comfy. Is that awkward for you to lean over and see? Are you okay? All right. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. How much green do you think? How about if I don't say? I'm not even going to tell you how much green. You did it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. How much you want to bet? You already know. And then where would be most green and where would run out, right? This is called mastery, no helpsies. I will try to stay silent. It's hard for teachers to be quiet, but I will try. So I'm going to get my green. Try to be quiet. Oops. And then I got to put a teensy bit of green, connect these ones right here. Under his toe. There. Okay. Forgot. Did you remember that? So that the greens underneath are all connected. These guys are friends. Whoop, whoop. Like a bridge. Did you do it by yourself? One little poke of green, run out of green. Nice, nice. And then let this green stick and this tiny part, let them touch so it looks like the same, a little bridge between the two pieces of stick. There. Clean our paintbrush. Bench! Do extra, do 2 squeezies because we're gonna do the tail and we get you to get colors now, and it's brown. But brown can't really hurt nothing. It just looks like it adds depth to your color. It doesn't do nothing. Ooh, ooh, look at how nice and dry that is. Let me try it one more time, even drier. Oh, and these are really good paintbrushes I gave you. They're special made. So if you keep these clean and when you wash it, don't scrub it on your hand, but keep pinching it like this and rinsing and pointing it. It will stay pointy for a long time. They're good paintbrushes. So check your painting for 3D. Do you have bright areas, medium areas, dark areas? You know how to highlight now. What? So how would you shadow something? Maybe put on something bright, go dark, 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 and push it through, right? Yes. You learned that how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 pieces. Okay, now we're okay, brown is done. Thank you, brown. Bye. We don't need this anymore. You could put the lid on it. You guys could paint little bears on rocks or something tomorrow and leave them in the garden or something. Brown. Bye. Okay, now we're going to do tail, right? So let's look at the tail. So each color when we start, because it starts little and gets bigger, is 1 fingerprint big. 1 fingerprint of blue, 1 fingerprint of green, 1 fingerprint of yellow, 1 fingerprint of orange, then pink, then magenta, then purple. Then it turns 3 fingers really fast. It'll help it go faster. And then look at my stripes, right? I just pretend the stripes from my paintbrush are like, what are those things called? They have scales, right? So I don't care. So it's 1 fingerprint big. And our blue is this blue. She looks funny. And she dries really dark. So does purple. Purple dries look how close they are. But purple dries really dark, almost black. It looks like blue. Find the blue one. Blue. Right? Then there's not purple. She will dry. So we'll always add a little bit of white. And this is supposed to be 3D. So how many color values do you need for 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. So if we do blue by herself that doesn't get any white is dark. Then blue and white. And what if I have this piece of pure white? That is the light from above shining on her tail. So do you want the white to disappear? No, just like the bright green. Look at me looking up high. I look like I'm looking at the sky. I'm actually looking at your faces. That makes me laugh. Okay, so that's 1 fingerprint big. So I'm going to get, how much paint would you think that is? Little, right? It's only a fingerprint. So do I stab it really forward? No. I just get just a little poke. A little kiss on the end. Just a little tiny bit. Just a poke. That's some, right? Maybe a little harder. I don't know. Okay. I was doing it way too soft. Okay, a little harder than that. So it's 1 fingerprint big. How do we outline again? I land in the middle of the tail and it goes whoop. And then I just go, I make like a rainbow. Woo! And get rid of the Sharpie. Okay, I'll do it close so you can see. Right? So I land in his tail, whoop, and my paintbrush opens and I go, okay, I push up, whoa, just like a little rainbow. All right, fingerprint, and then I just fill it in, blip, blip, blip. Fingerprint. Is it going to be bigger than the tail we made? Yeah. So I landed in his tail, knowing his tail was going to be blue, and open my paintbrush, smash. And then I sneak it up to the edges. Bye, Sharpie. And I just can't go like a rainbow. And then I clean my paint. Oh, I don't like this brown and green one. I want to change paper towels now. I'm afraid I'm going to get that in my my new pretty colors. So I get a new one. I just give it a pinch. And when I pinch clean it, it actually makes my paintbrush pointy again, right? So every time I'm helping to pointy. Keeps it little. Now I need to brighten it. If I put too much white, this will turn white. I just want it to be bright and then sneak down. Remember when we did with the green and you sneak down, 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 down and try to run out? How much white do you think that is? I suspect. I don't know how soft you can be. Well, I'm gonna go soft. Okay, that's too tiny. Okay, that was ridiculous. A speck more. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm just being. Is that too little? How's the only way for us to know on this planet is to actually do it because it's Earth. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Where is it most bright? Above it. So, woohoo! So it's gonna be. Oh yeah, let me bring it closer so you can see. So it's very bright. Oh, nice. And then I go a rainbow below that, a rainbow below that. I'm running out, running out, running out, running out. Neat. But it's very bright, not very bright, not very bright, not very bright, not very. What if we go outside the lines a speck? We'll fix it when we're done. Because look, I went out a little bit. What? You're supposed to be the teacher? And you went, what? I'll fix it at the end. And we'll touch it up. There. Okay, now I clean my paintbrush pitch. You know what the funnest part of painting is? Making new colors. So now we're going to get green. Let me get my color wheel. I threw it and went flying away. Okay. Blue. Now we're going to get green. What color are they going to meet in the middle? Turquoise. So there's a blue one. And then we'll do a green one. And then with a clean paintbrush, we scratch the green into the blue and the blue and the green and the green and the blue. Turquoise is going to happen. So pretty. Okay, first we have to do the green piece. So how much? It's only one fingerprint big. So I get green. Poke. I don't know if that's too much. I don't know. All we can do is do it and figure it out. Okay, and it's a fingerprint big. Oh. Well, we don't have to wrap the round edges, so it's almost like a letter H, right? The two sides of an H. Fingerprint big. Land in the tail. Let me go closer. Land in the tail. Sneak up by Sharpie. Is that too big? I don't know. Is that a fingerprint? Oh, okay. Ooh, look what I did to my painting. Oh, F. So should I go and put black on it right now? End of the painting, last thing we do, touch it up. Otherwise I'll get black in my paintbrush. Right? Now I can just put green, green, green. Green, green, green. And then I imagine the light's coming from above when I add the white. So I think I'm going to put it right here on the top. So I got to clean my paintbrush. So I'm going to lick it off. Oh, nobody looked. Oh, last time y'all looked up. What? Okay, now I just go pinch. And then how much white? Whatever you did last time turned out good, right? So I'm going to go, all right, poke. Poke. So with the brightest, the light is coming from here. Whoop. So it must be the top part of the green. So everybody pause and look up, even though you're busy. Just watch, and I just go very green, not very green, running out, running out, running out, and then I'm out of white, right? Bright, medium, dark. And should I scrub it some more? No, because you'll just mix them together and they'll just be one color, and that is so boring. Nobody loves that. And then once we're done, right? And then do you feel like your next time you could adjust how much white you get? Yes, you can. How do we learn stuff on Earth? You do it and adjust. So I clean my paintbrush with no paint on my paintbrush. I'm so excited. This is when we get to make a new color. So like making a bridge between the two worlds, I put some green in the blue and the blue and the green and green and the blue, blue and the green, right there where they're touching. So I'm going to go like this. I push and pull. I hope I get a new color. I put the blue and the green and the green and the blue and the blue and the green and the green and the blue. Turquoise. Hey, blue got dominated. Did you get turquoise? My blue got dominated. So I'm going to put a speck more blue on there. Nothing happened. Okay. Now that was too much blue. I'm going to cry. No, I'm not. I clean. Never get mad. Just do better. I'm going to get the extra blue off and try to push blue and green and blue. My paintbrush is like a sponge. There. Where they're touching. All right. Now I did it. All right. Turquoise. I didn't put enough blue paint, but there was no way to know that. So then I got a speck more blue. And we didn't go very fast. So what's always happening to our paint? It's drying. I think I was talking so much that the blue dried before I could put the green on. Did anybody else get a new color where they touch? I put my green on top of my blue, and it just ate up my blue. Okay, now, ooh, see, gotta hurry because we'll put yellow on it and we don't want green to dry. So I clean my paintbrush, pinch. And then where's yellow? How much yellow do you think? I just go poke, poke like that. And then one fingerprint bag, which should be like a letter H. Oh, it's standing straight up and down now. This would be easy. So I land inside, because I know it's going to be yellow inside. So I land and then let my paintbrush snake up to the edge. Snake. And then whoosh, whoosh, there. Fingerprint big. You know what? I think the direction of the light just changed too. Wouldn't it be on the outside of the tail now instead of the inside? I think we should switch to this outside edge for the rest of it. So I'm going to get a little bit of white, so I give my paintbrush a pinch. How much white do you think? Do you think you should get less white or more white this time? So we never get mad, we just make an adjustment, right? So I think I got a little bit less maybe. So you just go poke. Delicate. Maybe pick. Oh, I get so nervous. Okay. So I'm going to put it on the outside edge here. I imagine the light coming down, right? So I'm just going to guess, and it's very white, right? Ooh, but the next swipe will be less white, less white, less white, yellow by itself. Yay! And then clean my paintbrush. Hey, green and yellow are touching. What happens when two colors are touching? What happens when they touch? We get to make a new color where they touch. So with a clean paintbrush, which just means after I give it a pinch, I don't get more paint. Now I'm going to push green into yellow and yellow into green, and then make a bridge world. It'll look like a margarita color. So I put the yellow and the green and the green and the yellow and the yellow and the green, push and pull and push and pull. Ooh, this is also a trick. You can use your finger, because your finger's a no paint paintbrush too. But sometimes it acts like a sponge and takes too much paint off. So you decide. I like finger painting, so that's fun for me. There. Now I'm not gonna lick it off, right? How fast does this dry on my finger? Super fast. Doesn't hurt nothing. Then I clean my paintbrush, pinch. What comes after yellow? Who knows? Orange. Can you find orange? How much orange? I don't know. Same as before. Guess. Poke, right? And then it's a fingerprint bag. It's starting to turn the corner towards the top. So I land inside, smoosh, sneak up, landing inside the tail, and then pushing towards the edge is really the way of staying inside the line. Is that a fingerprint bag? Yeah. I check. And then I can go push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, fill it in. Orange is a very bright color, like red. It has a lot of pigment in the clear gel. Now I can clean my paintbrush, pinch. Who can already guess what's going to happen next? You know. So I'm going to highlight it. Turn on the light. How much white do you think? A speck, a poke, poke. And the light's coming from above. Whee, ding. So I guess it'll be the most bright at the top, very bright. Then the row less. I'm running out, running out, running out. Don't go back and touch it more. I'm all done. And then once you're done, no more touches, right? Because you want it very bright, less, 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 less. What happens if you keep mixing it together? It just becomes one version of orange. Now I clean my paintbrush pitch, and now I get to put orange in my yellow and yellow in my orange, where the two colors are touching. Oh, new color time. You could use your finger, or you can use a no paint paintbrush and push them together. Woo! I think I want to see how it looks with my finger. I want to see. I like that too. But it kind of suction cups, like kind of, it's like a sponge, your finger. Pulls a lot of paint off. So whichever way you feel good. Okay, then what color comes? Okay, now the hard part is between the pink and magenta, right? This pink, her name is Red, actually. But I think she's pink. And then this is a magenta. She's a pink purple, right? Pink comes first. Because pink, what comes after magenta is purple. So we're going in order, right? So the pink one, pink. So, oh, and pink orange is such a good color when they make a new color together. Love. So I'm going to poke. And now we're turning the corner, right? So I go, all right. Fingerprint big. I land inside the tail. Smoosh. Let my paintbrush open. Sneak up. Rainbow. Rainbow. All right. And it's a fingerprint big. And then whoosh it in. All right. Blah, 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 blah. But I try to stay in the lines. Clean my paintbrush pinch. Because what do I get now? White. Just how much white? Who's gotten good at how much white you get already? How many times did it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 colors before you could get how much white. But that's because it's earth, and we can only learn by doing here. So I'm gonna get a poke of white, and it's gonna be so white at first, and then turn baby pink at the bottom. So it's very white. Less white, running out of white, running out of white, running out of white, all going. Oh. And I clean my paintbrush. I feel like I could have made that piece bigger. Oh well. No. Now with my finger or a clean paintbrush, I get to make a new color where orange and pink are friends. I scribble, like make a bridge where the two worlds touch, just like that. Just like, oh, pink, orange. So pretty. And then check for 3D. Do you have bright areas, medium areas, dark areas? Bright, medium, dark, bright, medium, dark. Yes. Nice. And then do you have interesting texture? Every brush stroke adds a texture, which we love, right? So should it be just flat? If you're desperate to keep touching it and making it smooth, you're actually mixing your colors too much, and then it's less interesting to look at. Let me show you. Right? Remember, it's actually the texture that actually gives it more interest than by the color by itself. Okay, now what comes after pink? Magenta. Right? So I go poke. Was that too much? Only way to do it, oh no, is to do it. Poke. So a fingerprint big. I put my finger there so I can measure. But I just kind of turn the corner. Oh yeah, my paintbrush was inside the stick. Smash open. I keep saying that, but it's good to hear. And then, oh my gosh, look how see-through that magenta is. I can see the black. So there's not very much pigment in this. You know, the powder color that they put in the gel, I think there's less than those other colors. So now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. It won't hurt nothing. It'll still be pretty. But I just get a little poke, little bit of white, little bit of speck. And then, okay, light's coming down. It's still on the outside edge, not on the inside. And I just go, just one little stripe, one stripe of white, and then less. Look how it turns dark magenta so fast. And now by the time I'm inside the tail, it's dark. Should I go back and touch it more? No. And then I clean my paintbrush. You can use your finger or your paintbrush, clean paintbrush. Oh, look at me. I almost have no pink left. Oh well. I'll put the pink in the magenta and magenta in the pink. I kind of lost my pink. I think I did my orange too big and ate up all my pinks. Huh. I kind of like how it's looking now. You know what I wish? Look at how I touched all those other ones. Now this blue little tail part has stripes. I wish I would have touched it more, so it had that same texture. Whatever. I could only learn by doing. So whatever. And I wish, now that it's dry, I wish I would have put more white in the blue. Look how dark it is. I don't know. I could have touched it next time. I don't know. Because what comes after magenta? Purple. Purple. And purple is definitely going to need our help. Purple on a black canvas, if it dries, turns black. I'll show you. Look at, here's purple. And then I put the white on the outside edge, and then I let it be too dark. Look at, it's black. Look at that one. She's black right there, right? It's just, no, I didn't let any white get in there. Oh well, live and learn. So I'm gonna get purple, and I go poke, and fingerprint big, voila. Swipe, swipe. Once I have an outline, how easy is it to stay inside the lines? It's all about the outline. I go by Sharpie, then fill it in, easy schmeezy schmeezy. You know why? Because your brain doesn't go outside the lines once you outline something. And then I clean my paintbrush. So this it's one finger big, right? I think it's actually bigger. Look, I think it's actually 2 fingers big. Mine are growing. Oh well. Okay, so where's the white? I guess it's on the outside edge, right? So I go, all right. So I get a poke of white, poke. But I'm not scared because purple needs white's help, right? So it's going to be very white on the outside. But look how fast it will turn lavender. Pause for water. Cough. Talking too much. So now I go, oop. Still tickle in my throat. So it's very purple. Less white, less white, less white, less white. Oh, I don't know. Look how it's going to be so purple on the inside. Do you think it'll be all right? Because I know it's super wet. Maybe I could touch it one more time. I'm scared. Should I risk it? Okay, there. Now I feel like I got just a taint. I ran out. I just want a speck of white. I'm scared it will be black. And then clean my paintbrush. And with my finger or a clean paintbrush, what do I get to do? Magenta purple. Make a new world. Make a new color where they're touching. Ooh. So I could put the magenta in the purple and the purple magenta. Oh, that's definitely a butterfly color. I imagine a butterfly that color. Love that color. Brand new. We've almost done the whole rainbow. How do you feel? I know, right? Not bad. And then, what comes up, just to make sure, what comes after purple? We have to go back to where we started in blue, right? We're not going red, yellow, green, blue, purple because I don't know why. It's how the painting is. But the next one is blue, so I go poke with the blue. And who feels like you didn't get enough blue? Look at the dumb tail. It's fully see-through. I should have touched it more, but I didn't know. So I'm going to go, all right, blue. I just go, maybe this could, wait. maybe this is when we start doing 3 fingers big. Right? So instead of 1 finger, I get 3. Oh, okay, let me try. I'm gonna keep putting my 3 fingers up there to make sure. Yep. And this time I'm not gonna be scared of how much blue I put on there, because remember how see-through it was? It's totally see-through. So I'm gonna stab my blue, be all nice and thick. Stab! Smush, 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 because once I have a good outline, I know I'm not as scared because my brain won't let me go outside the lines. It's from all the coloring books you did when you were little, set you up for this moment. I feel like I want it thick. I'm actually going to go back over it softer. I feel like my paintbrush keeps picking the paint back up like a sponge. Just softer. Soft. There, that's more blue. I was scratching it back off. Did that happen to anybody? This is some thin blue, man. Okay, but I like it. It's bright. Okay, and then I lick off my paintbrush. Nobody did it. Okay, pinch with a paper towel. Wait. Uh-oh. Where does the white go? I know we had it on the outside, but the light's coming from here. I think we have to do it on the top of the blue now, right? Because it's landing right here. So it changes direction. So I get a poke of white. Woo! I think I got too much white. Oh yeah, but it's bigger. It's 3 fingers big. That's right. So I do need a little bit more white than before. Okay, so it's very bright. Way! Okay, very white. And then less white, less white. Oh, this is way better than I did last time. You know what I want to do? I got a little bit, everybody pause and look up. This little bit of a baby bluish white. I want to go back and fix the tip of my tail because I don't like it. I'm going to put a little bit and use my finger. Okay. A little bit of a cheat. Because see how it was so much darker? We were too careful with our white. And now I have just the right color on my paintbrush. And I get, but then use my finger. You know why? Because the finger will smooth it in a little bit better. Fixie fix. All right. Better. Okay. I don't know because, I don't know, the first one we did, we were learning curve, right? And now we did all of these colors and we're more comfortable. Okay, so I clean my paintbrush. Finger or clean paintbrush. Purple, blue, blue, purple, purple, blue, where they meet. I'm going to use my finger because it's fun for me. And I just go up, down, up, down, up, down, purple and the blue, blue and the purple, purple and the blue. Oh, it's so pretty. That is definitely up. Hey, I did it again. I ate up all my purple and the other colors. Whatever. I like it though. Oh, okay. And then we can pause. Look how much we did. So, do you know what that means? We know how to do this whole entire painting. You're like, she lies. No, because look, I'll hold it like this. So it goes, these are 3 fingers, 3 fingers, 3. Oh, okay, we know how to do that. So we go back to these, and these are 1 finger, 2 fingers. I think it's 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers. Yep, know how to do that. Oh, then we go up the side of the body, but this time they're long, skinny pieces. Right? So the colors are side to side like windshield wipers. Like that. Like they stack like this. So we already know how to do this whole painting. Right? Red, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then we mix for the colors. And then we put the white on there. And do it all the same. Same. So how about if we pause and do eyeballs and spikes? Okay? So eyeballs is, we're not going to do this green outline because whatever color you end up with here is your eyelid color. And some people land in it. Some people go faster than me and they end up not with green right there. It totally doesn't matter. I never met this chameleon. I don't know, right? So we'll just do the purple, the pink, and the orange part. Okay? Same paintbrush. So a purple without any white in it is gonna look black, right? So I just stab the purple. Stab. Oh yeah, we can't make circles because we're human. It's our parents' fault because they were human. But since you can't make a circle, you know what shapes you can make really good? Rainbow smile. And that makes one. But this is what happens when you try to make a circle. Woo! Oops, I ruined it. Let me make it bigger. Whoops, I ruined it. Let me make it bigger. And you just keep doing that. It looks terrible. But you can. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. Yep. I just need one paintbrush stripe. Get rid of that outside Sharpie, right? So I just need one. So that means I cannot scribble, because every time you scribble, it gets bigger, 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 bigger. So I'm just going to go rainbow by Sharpie, rainbow. And look, there's a little bit of black left before I touch the next Sharpie. That is true. True. And then I don't have any more paint on my paintbrush, so I get another poke of purple. Should I try to go around the circle? No. Now I can do the smile part. Whee! Rainbow smile. Not circle. You human brain. It's your brain's fault. And what if I go outside the line? Look what I did right there. I went outside the line. I went too low. Is that bad? No. By the time we get to her face, it's totally going to be dry, and we'll be able to fix it and paint over it. No worries. And then I clean my paintbrush. Pinch. Rainbow smile. That's all you got to do. No scribble, scribble. And then, now right on the inside, let me show you up close. On the inside of where I get to the silver, right, it's going to be magenta. But what if it mixes with purple? Is that bad? It's going to be gorgeous. So I just poke my magenta. Do you remember magenta? Magenta is pink purple. So I go poke. Whoa, I think I got too much. I know. How about if we don't push so hard with our paintbrush so she doesn't open so big? Maybe do it softer so she stays littler. And I'm just going to go, oh, pretty. And it acts a rainbow smile. There. And if it mixes, it looks spread. Oops, I did. So I go rainbow smile. Oh, I touched it twice. Oh, I got purple in my magenta. I went back and kept touching it. I knew better. Try again with my magenta. Because who's darker? The purple. So purple will eat up your magenta. And you're like, where'd my magenta go? Purple ate it. Clean my paintbrush. Pinch. Now what goes on the inside part? Can you see? It's orange. Orange. So it's a swirl of orange. Wait, I can't make a circle. I'll ruin it. So don't make a circle. I rainbow and smile, right? So I land in her eye. Am I doing that right? So you can see, yes. Rainbow, smash. And now, just like we did with the tail, rainbow, smile. And then I get a good circle shape. And then what if it's thick in spots? It dries darker when it's thicker. So we don't even care. It has a deeper hue. Because all acrylic paint is, it evaporates. So if you leave a lump, it'll still dry perfectly flat. It'll just have more pigment right there. Who needs to see it up close? Oh, reflection. Look at how I got swirls on there, but I actually don't mind. It reminds me of tie-dye, and he's like a hippie chameleon, right? So I don't even care. Okay, now I'm going to put his eyeball. How am I going to get that? And he's got those weird, crazy eyes that can look behind him, right? So we're actually going to put it so it's at the bottom and back of the orange circle. And I'm actually going to use my fingerprint with black. My fingerprint. Why? Because it'll be perfectly round. Okay, so if you have fingernails, I apologize. And you could just use your paintbrush. But watch this. I'll show you. Should I poke it really hard or really soft? Oh, really soft. And look. It's perfectly round. It's perfectly round. And then where should it go? Let me show you one more time. Everybody pause, even if you're busy. I'm going to show you. So it's in the back of his eye. right? So he's looking behind himself and kind of at the bottom of the orange, so he looks crazy. Touch. Now he's looking at me. Let me swirl it. Orange got in mine. I swirl it. Swirl it. Okay. Oh, it's so funny. That's so funny. Now he's looking at us. He's crazy. We have to name him once he has eyeballs, right? And then wipe your finger off on a neck and... It's pretty, huh? So good. I'm gonna see it again. And I put the little black dot in the back of the orange circle and towards the bottom. So he's looking crazy. He's going with the crazy eye. He's looking at us. Okay, now how about spikes? Okay, so spikes, they lay down backwards. They go like this. So this is a dotted line. It just means go higher than that, right? It doesn't mean outline them. No, I just put that dash, dash, dash so you know that the spikes go higher. And they're leaning back, like pointing more towards this corner. They lay back. They're not going up. That'd be crazy, right? He's a dinosaur. These are ancient dinosaurs, right? So they go like that. But we're going to put globs of paint and then decorate them. Okay, where'd my paintbrush go? So find pink. They're pink and magenta. So pink one. And I just go, stab! So my spikes, this is his back, right? So the spikes go, I land and flick. And I just want to go past the little dotted line. So I just land and go flick. Oh, see how it's laying flat? And then I let go really fast and it was pointing. Wait, look, you can only point flick away. What happens if I flick forward? Watch this. Everybody pause and look up. Watch me. Pause what you're doing. Watch me. I'm going to do it wrong. Forward. Oh. It's not pointing anymore. It's flat. I can only go away. That's how you get the point. I can only go away. Right? Now I'm going to make a little finger space and do some more pink ones, just like a space. I touch the back. That looks good. Now you do it. And how are they laying? They're like trying to fall off the page over there. And then I make a little finger space and do like a finger space, you know. And then, oh, that was too hard. That wasn't pointy. That one stinks. And should we rub back and forth? No. Flick away, away, away. That's how you get pointies. And then maybe one more right here. Tiny little baby one at the bottom. Who's got pointy tips? Because you flick, right? Now, without cleaning our paintbrush, how about magenta ones? And what if it touches the pink ones? Is that bad? It's going to be so pretty. What if they overlap and you get pink and magenta mixed together? So pretty. I don't even care. I just get magenta. I didn't even clean my paintbrush because it's going to be pretty. And I go, oh, in between, yeah, I got magenta ones. And I put magenta ones in between these. Ooh, I picked up some pink and I don't even care. So it's pink and magenta and they're overlapping. It's like I'm letting them be friends and they mush together. And they make a new color when they touch. I don't even care. Flick, flick, flick. I brush, flick away, flick away. Away, 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 away. Boop, boop. Pretty. But what does, this one looks brighter. What could we add to him to make it a little brighter? A little bit of white? I'm going to clean my paintbrush. Everybody pause and look up. Watch me. I'm going to get some white and just stab my white like I'm mad. Everybody pause. Pause and look up. Ready? I got some white and I'm just going to put it on his back and put some little white polka dots. Wait, you know what that's for? is for making white stripes in my spikes. Because all of my spikes are touching. They're all overlapping. There's no black spaces between them. Now watch. Now I can go. Now I'm going to flick the white in it. Let me hold it up closer. So fun. Gentle, right? Because I already put the color on there and I just go whoosh, oh, whoosh, 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 flick, flick, flick. And it gets white and pink stripes. Pick it up and drop it off and pick. No more dots. I flick them. Oh, that's so much prettier and brighter. Should I scrub them together and make one color? No. I'm flicking. A flick and a flick and a flick and a flick. That's so cool. Because we're allowing the colors to sit there next to each other and accidentally mix. But we're not going like this. Scribble, 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 scribble. That's just a little, right? And they're pointy, flick, flick, flick. My paper towel is getting very dirty, but it's so pretty. I love it. Oh, yours is Jesus is pretty, right? But when it gets too disgusting, put that one to the side and get a new one. But I still have a few little spots I can still use a little bit down the middle. Oops, I almost just put my... Okay, who's got cool stripes? Did you mix it together and make one color? Or do you have interesting texture? Texture, color, and shape. Right? Do we have interesting color? We do. And we let them mix a little bit. And then texture, let them be stripes. Right? Nice. Okay. Now it has to do her feet. Or his feet. I don't know him. I've never met him. I don't know. I don't know how he identifies. Okay. So look at his feet. What? This is so easy. Yellow, orange, pink, magenta, purple, blue, green. Two fingers, two fingers, two fingers, two fingers. But they're going in like they turn the corner, right? And then white on top of the foot, on top of the orange, on top. They go that way, right? So it's exactly how we did the tail. But I worry about her toes. Hey, you know what would be good? What if we did both feet at the same time? Yellow, yellow. Then we clean our paintbrush. Orange, orange. It would go faster. Who thinks it's a good idea? Right? So I go yellow, yellow, orange, orange, pink, pink, magenta, magenta, purple, purple. And they're always two fingers. And right about purple, it turns the corner. So the knees and the elbows. You want to try? Okay. So I painted over his feet. Oh, I give up and go home. No, they're yellow V's. So I did I clean my paintbrush? Yeah. Yellow V's, yellow. I'm going to stop every time I change from the leg to the arm. I'm going to get more paint. Because you'll run out of paint if you try to do this and this. So I'm going to go a letter V, and fill it in. Blah, 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 blah. 2 fingers. Oh, Sharpie showing. Get out of here. Sharpie. Okay, 2 fingers. Now I have to get more yellow because you know I'll run out. Pook, and go do these toes. And I'm going to put them right over the green stick. I don't care. So it's a V and a V. They literally only have two toes. Did you know that? They just do this. So that's incorrect. But I only found that out after I made this painting. Okay, now, so it's 2 fingers big, right? 2 fingers, 2 fingers. Well, is that 3D? No. It needs a little bit of white. So I clean my paintbrush and pinch. Do you know why we clean our paintbrush before we get white? Just so that white doesn't get full of colors. I don't want my white all filthy. So just give my pinch. And then, all right. Pook. Oh, that's way too much white. Oh well, I'll just go with it. So it's on the top of her foot is very white. less white, less white. Don't go back trying to run out on purpose, invisible, and then no more white. That's the goal. And then very white to start, then less. Oh, white really helps yellow from being so see-through. White is a very transparent color. Dang. This really helps her from being see-through. Look at that. Oh, I'm putting I can feel that I'm putting the white on super soft. Because I feel like I'm going to scratch the white off, or scratch the yellow off. Okay, now I clean my paintbrush. That wasn't hard, huh? Is it bright yellow? Awesome. Why? Because we get to make yellow orange when they touch. Love making new colors. Okay, orange. So I guess her big toe and her ankle is orange, right? And then this would just be her wrist. Did I just? No. I thought I just painted on my So I get a poke of orange. I just poked it. Poke. And then, but how do we outline without making mistakes? Who remembers we land in the shape we're trying to do, sneak up. So we know this is going to be orange, and I let one hair do all the work. Remember that? Just because we can doesn't mean we need to rush. Okay, and then scribbly. Fill it in. Once you have a good outline, your brain will stay inside. Oh, and then her hand is like two fingers, just a little straight. Bye, Sharpie. I think I just made her arm really big. She's really strong. My chameleon's strong. I just made her very, very buff. Okay, now I clean my paintbrush because I'm going to add some white. And then, who's guessing on the white still? I am. Because I did too much the yellow. So okay. All we can do is learn and adjust, right? So my orange is going to be on the top of her foot, right? It's going to be very white. Then the next stripe is less white on purpose, running out of white, turning invisible, all gone. And I get another poke for the other side. Very white, less white, running out, all gone, disappear, orange. Who feels confident right now? Who knows just how much paint to get? How come? Because you've done it this many times. How does a human brain work? It learns by doing. So how did we learn how to do the feet? By doing the tail. And now you're like, I got it, lady. Don't even tell me. Okay, now I clean my paintbrush and I get to make a new color where orange and yellow meet. I could use a clean paintbrush, all clean, and put a scribble right where they touch, or use my finger. What do you think works best for you? With your finger, you have to be careful because you can end up going outside the lines easy. But let me try one with my finger and one with my paintbrush. I put the yellow and the orange and the orange and the yellow, yellow and the orange, orange and the yellow. That's right. And then, let me try the paintbrush this time. I like my finger better. Look at because I did all perfect. Look at, I did start, stop, and it looks like he has sleeves. It doesn't turn. I'm going to use my finger and look at how more invisible it becomes. It has a misty quality to it when I use my finger. I don't know. You decide. Whatever you want to do. Mine was a little perfect. Evan, have a question?
I have to leave.
Okay, I'm making a YouTube video at the same time, and you could just fast forward to this point. Just put all the lids on your paints and wash out your paintbrush, right? And then you can come back and finish. I'm going to send it to the teacher, and they'll send it to you, okay? So no worries.
Okay.
You can do it tomorrow, whatever. Okay, now what comes after orange? Pink! Or her name is Red. Her name is Pathantho Red. Red! Just not magenta. And then, so halfway up her arm, la, 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 la. I'm making her arm really big. Like the two fingers big, right? And then just fill it in. Blah, 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 blah. This one is see-through too. Look at that black. I'm going to do it softer. Keeps picking it back up. It all depends on how much powder they put in the gel, the pigment. Teachers might know from who's ever had a teacher had to make tempera paint. What a mess. Mix the powder, and then the powder gets up in the air and up your nose. You blow your nose and it looks like a rainbow. Okay, now I'm gonna put the white. Okay, this is weird. Looking for the up and down leg. Which way would the light be going? We're gonna have to make it up because the light would be coming from the top, and it would. Let's just do it. Put it in the front of the leg, and then this one put it on the top of the leg, because standing up and down, that doesn't give us any direction of the light. So we'll just put it in the front. So I get a poke of white and put it in the front. Woo, very white. Less white, less white, less white, less white, less. And then a little tiny poke of white, and put it on the top of her arm. Less. But I get to make orange pink. It's one of my favorites. Oh, look what I did, you guys. I made it too big on the stick. I'm going to have to just make her foot bigger, because I can't touch that up with black, because the stick's not black. So there. Okay, fixed. I have to calm down. I'm doing it too fast, right? Okay, now I could put the pink in the orange and the orange in the pink. I've decided I like my finger better. Hey, orange is more powerful than pink, isn't it? Look at that. Orange is climbing all over my pink and like erasing her. Clean my paintbrush pitch. What comes after pink? Magenta. So magenta up to the knee and up to the elbow. Okay. So I just go wee and wee. Bye, Sharpie. I don't want to look at you anymore. Bye. 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 Boy, magenta see-through. I'll put on nice and thick. Do it soft. If I do it too hard, the paintbrush sucks it back off, huh? Does that happen to anybody? Weird. Soft. Because it's a good color, and if I put it on too thin, my paintbrush. Now I'm going to put so this would be, the white would be from the knee and in front of the leg, and the magenta, I guess, is the inside of the elbow down. We'll see. We'll see how I do. We'll see. We don't know. We're just trying, right? So it's very white. Now I'll do it soft. I'm scratching the paint back off. I'm going to do it softer. I know. I'm using the tip of my paintbrush instead of the side of my paintbrush. The tip seems a little sharp. Anyone notice that? How about if I just tilt it a little like this? Here's my bread and here's my peanut butter. I'm going to butter my bread. Might cut it up, but the side of the paintbrush might be more smooth, right? I'm going to use the side of my paintbrush, see if that helps me. Oh, yeah. It's not so scratchy. It still takes it off a little, but not bad. Okay, and then this other one. It wasn't doing it to the other color, so who knows? Magenta's just sensitive. That's just how she is. And I get to clean my paintbrush, and I can use my finger or a clean paintbrush and make pinky magenta. Looks like tie-dye. I like it. You know what else I like? Look at your tail. Look at the colors. Is that the colors that we put on? They changed when they dry. Paint does that. You're like, oh, that's exactly what I want. And then it dries. What? Okay, now it's purple. So purple, like for the top of her leg. I'm trying to lift my leg up so you can see on the camera. Okay, so the purple. Where'd my purple go? Purple. Okay, purple is 2 fingers. So turning the corner, leg. That's 2 fingers, right? So you cannot see that. Look how black that purple is. So it's a top of the leg, a bottom of the leg, top of the arm. Like that. Finger. Right? I just want to get rid of Sharpie. But remember how purple totally needs white or she turns black? She needs our help. She needs white's help. She'll just be the color of the background. See, look at the purple around the eye. See how it's drying and you're like, what? It's basically black. And then we clean our paintbrush. I'm going to need a new paper towel. Anyone else? This one's a little bit decorated. I'm going to frame it and put it on my wall. It's so pretty. Not really. Okay, now I'm going to get white. Poke.
I have to draw my iPad.
Say it again, Jesus. I didn't hear that.
I have to go my iPad at 1%.
Oh, dang. No problem. I have this. You just put all the lids so nothing dries out. Wash out your paintbrush because acrylic means plastic. And if you leave any paint in your paintbrush, it'll turn hard like plastic. So rinse it really nice. Don't rub it. You'll make her hair stick out. So just smooth it, smooth it, smooth it. Okay? So I'm going to put you can go, just make sure you save everything you can finish later. So it's going to be very white on the top of her leg. And then last. Okay. And then I have to look straight ahead because I have a reflection. And then the top of her arm. Last. And then I get to make purpley magenta. Clean paintbrush or my finger, either one. And I put the magenta in the purple in the magenta. Oh, it looks tie-dye. Look at that one, came out really good. I like it. It's all swirly. I like how, that one's my favorite. Huh. I don't know how I did that. That was better than I don't know, that has a good texture. I like that. Who knows? Every time you do something, it gets a different effect, right? What comes after purple? Blue. This blue is not becoming my favorite because she's so see-through. But who put lots of blue when we did that end of the tail? That was way better than the tip of the tail. So when we do this blue and this blue, we'll just make it a little thicker. Oh! Or it's 2 fingers, 1 finger. This one's bigger, right? 2 fingers, 1 finger. Is that all right? Because this is a bigger space, smaller space, because we want to end with green. Okay, so I'm going to get blue. I'm going to use a lot because that blue, right? So 2 fingers, yeah. Because I want to finish with green in the back so I get to make turquoise, right? And then more blue, like an H. 1 fingerprint bag, 2 fingerprints, and then blah, 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 blah. Nice and thick. I'm going to go back and get more blue so it's nice and thick. Look how see-through she is. You color. Oh, I got purple in it. I like it. And then clean my paintbrush. And I guess on the leg, it goes on the top of the blue. And on the arm, it goes in the front of the arm. But the top of the leg needs more. Oh, I just got way too much white. I'm going to get this off and start over. I stabbed the white really hard. I must get less. What was I thinking? I don't know. Poke. Okay, so I'm going to do it soft. So I don't scratch off all my blue like I did last time. I'm going to do it very white, softly. And then less white, running out, turn out, just blue. Okay. And then this one goes in front. Weep. New paper towel. And then purple and blue are friends. I'm going to have a cleaner paintbrush or my finger and make a new color where they meet. Purple and the blue, blue and the purple. Purple and the blue, blue and the purple. Oh, very tie-dye like. I think I like my finger because of the tie-dye texture I end up getting. But I can't touch it too much because it acts like a sponge and will take off too much paint. But I like the texture it's making. Okay, and then green. Last, oh, everybody pause and look up. Can I show you where her leg is real quick? So it's a perfectly straight line from the back of her leg down her tail. Does that make sense? Let me show you. Back of her leg straight down, so that could be tail, right? So I could just put a green line. That makes sense, right? Tail. And then this whole back part is green. Makes sense. But it's from the back of that tail straight down, falling. And then the little top of her shoulder. Hello, I'm a letter N, lowercase n. Who's gone outside the line anywhere? We'll fix it at the end. Don't worry. We'll make it, but you just can't fix things on the stick because it's not black. Okay, now I get to make everything green, 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 green. Smush, 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 smush. Clean my paintbrush. I forgot to catch the teacher's name. Teacher's name? Who? Yeah. Because there's 9 chats. I was wondering if anybody was needing help because I can't answer them. I just want to make sure. Okay, so now I'm going to get white. And I put on the top of her leg. It's very white. Last. Oh, look how it turns lime green. Love. And then white. Woo! Look how it calms down that green, that little bit of white. So pretty. Who's good texture? And running out of white on purpose. You're so good at this already. And then clean our paintbrush. And then, this is what I'm hoping for, is turquoise. Green and blue makes turquoise, and last time I didn't get to make turquoise, it didn't work for me. So I'm going to do it gently. I'm going to put the green and the blue and the blue and the green and the green and the blue. That's a little better. That's better. Okay. I think I had talked too much last time and my blue went and dried on me. So didn't make a new color. Turquoisey, and I like the texture my finger makes tie-dye. And your parents can help you outline too if you're like, oh, there's no way I could fix it because I went outside the line too much. Your parents, I could show them how you use the paintbrush, and get the black and outline at the end and smooth things out for you if you're afraid to do it, okay? But it's super, it makes everything look so smooth like you're a genius, okay? So now we have to do the rest of him. So remember how I said, what, you already know how to do this? You sure do. Look, what do we have left? 3 fingers, 3 fingers, 3 fingers, and then we get past the tail, and then there are tubes, big long tubes of color, like that, right? So almost done. And who already knows how to highlight? Put the paint and then highlight. Then we already know everything there is to finish this painting. We're just going to do it in order. So what? So it's going to go really fast now because do we have to go slow for a learning curve? No. Now we just throw the paint on there, highlight it, next color, make a new color, throw it, right? Boom, 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 like that. It's super fun. Watch what happens. Watch how fast it goes. Okay, so we go back to tail, right? But now she's 3 fingers big. 3 fingers. Okay, this is blue. Our blue's dry, so we're going to have, when we make our new color, we're going to have to add a little bit of blue because that's dry. It's not going to make a new color. So what comes after blue? Green. I had to look. So it's 3 fingers, so I'm like, That's right, right? Okay. And then swipe, 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 swipe. Not up and down. How come we can't go up and down? You'll fall out. Go like this. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Smile, 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 like this. Don't go up and down. You'll fall out of the tail. So you go smile, smile. And then clean my paintbrush. White. Now we have to go back and remember how much white it is. I don't know. We're going to be guessing, I guess. Right? Not up and down. Smile, smile. You're less likely to fall out of your lines. Okay, now I get white. Poke. The light shining from above. So I go very white, less white, and they all overlap, and then I get to the bottom, it's very green. Ooh, look what I did. I made it too big. I'm going to fix that with black later. Not right now. I'm going to wait. And then I can't make turquoise because my blue is dry. So I'm going to get a poke of blue. Just a little speck, and I'm going to try to make some turquoise where they're touching because I can't, they're dry, right? So my blue, I just got a little bit, right? A little bit, and I'm going to go near. I'm going to just make some dirty green. A little turquoise happened. Yeah. Oh, my finger made me go outside the line. I'm going to have to fix that later too. Do I care? No. We don't get mad. We just adjust it later. It just has to be dry. Has to be dry because the white that we put on will just make shmeary gray everywhere. So you have to make sure your painting is dry before you touch it. Okay, did you make turquoise? I did. After green comes yellow. So I stab the yellow. Stab! How come I'm stabbing so hard? Because it's 3 fingers big. Honking big. Stab! And I just go whoosh. Whoosh. Hey, yellow's kind of see-through. Maybe I should put extra 3 fingers. 3 fingers. Hey, when we get to the stick, your tail is on top of the stick, right? So we'll cut off some of the stick with our tail. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, that's not thick enough. Look at how much black you can see. No good. Okay, a little bit more and softer. Look how much we learned about paint already. We know to do it softer and it doesn't scratch in the side of our paintbrush instead of the tip of our paintbrush is better. Look what we learned. And then now you have to lick it off. Oh, just kidding. Somebody looked. And then where is the white gonna go? Still shining from the top. I still can trust it. Okay, so I get white. Poke. I'm more aggressive with my white too. I got a bigger poke because this is a bigger piece. And I don't know how much white I need, but I just go whoosh. And I do what? Smile, smile, staying with this texture. And it's very white, less white, less white. Oh, it looks like lemon. So, softer. I'm using the tip of my paintbrush, just scratching the paint off. Side of my paintbrush is softer. Okay, got it. And now I clean my paintbrush or use my finger, and I get to put the green and the yellow and the yellow and the green. Oh, margarita color. Yummy. Pretty, 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 pretty. And what comes after yellow? Orange.
Orange.
Orange. Orange. That's French. How do you say orange in Spanish? I don't even know. I forgot everything from school. Okay, now I'm going to go, it's 3 fingers. Oh, I'm definitely going to be into my, who's going to touch your stick by now? Right? But the stick is or the tail's in front of the stick, so don't be afraid of just chopping off that stick. So you just go, all right, what? That's too high. Let me get that off. There, 3 fingers. Okay. I was so excited to be on my stick, I covered up too much. So it's 3 fingers, right? Okay. And then orange has a lot of pigment. Anyone notice that? It's as much as red. Did I do this big enough? Check it. Okay. And then the light is still coming from the, look, it's going to switch though. Look, as we go up, it's going to go on, the white's going to switch to his back at the tail, right? But right now we're still on the inside. So I get white, poke. Whoa. I'm being aggressive with my white, very white. Less white, less white, less white, less white, less white, less white, less. And then clean paintbrush at my finger. 2 colors are touching. So I get to put the orange and the yellow and the yellow and the yellow. Oh, that one's my best one. If I grab too much orange, it turns the whole thing orange. Because orange is way more aggressive than the yellow, right? What comes after orange? Look, I made another mistake. I'm going to have to get that with my black at the end. I don't care.
Pink.
Pink. Pink. 3 fingers. Ooh, I'm going to be up to his leg already. Anyone that high yet? We're all going at different speeds, so we're all going to finish somewhere. So I get pink, and I'm going to cut off probably this stick and this stick, but not quite, almost to the leg, right? Okay. Pink. Side of my paintbrush definitely works better than my... What if we finger painted this whole thing? Now, our finger would be too wild. It wouldn't stay put. You know what I mean? It'd be like harder to control. We've had so many years of practice holding a pencil that this is safer. And then add the white, clean my paintbrush, white. And I think the white's still in front, this way. But once we get to leg, we start doing it on her back, okay? Just FYI, but it's still in front now. Whee! Less. And now I get to make my pinkish orange, which always reminds me of butterflies or a flower. There's got to be a flower this color somewhere because it's so pretty. I'm going to put the orange and the pink and the pink and the orange. I'm trying to be less perfect too because they're starting to look like squares to me. I want to be a little bit more like not so perfect because I'm getting boxes. I'm going to ruin it a little bit. I don't know, that one was too square for me. Okay, after pink, magenta. Magenta, oh, it's going past her to her foot. Oh, I just stuck the stick in. Oh, I wasn't watching. Okay, paintbrush. And that's 3 fingers big and 3 fingers big. And her tail is in front of her leg. Right? I'm still going up and down, up and down. Oh, I remember her. She's the see-through one. Side of my paintbrush, more gentle. But now I'm switching to the outside on her back. So everybody pause and look up. We're going to start doing the white on her back, okay? So this was on the inside, but the light's coming down. I just feel like it would start landing on the back side. So we're going to switch. So I poke my white, and it's going to be on her back. So very white on the outside now. And then less. Oh, I think I got too much white. Don't tell. There's a lot of white on my paintbrush. Oh. Magenta pink is another fave color. Does anyone have a favorite yet? When you make a new color? Just love making new colors. And now, finger or paintbrush. The blue purple? Yes. That has to be a butterfly color or a flower. So now I'm going to put the magenta, the pink, and the pink, and the magenta, and I'm going to try not to make a perfect square about it because it was starting to bother me. It should be more rough than a perfect square because it is a lizard. Okay, I feel like we're going to go over too, everybody. 10 minutes isn't enough. I think I can do it in 20. Can we go 10 minutes past? Does everybody have anywhere to go? Okay. All right. So, because this will be at about 10 minutes, but then we also have dots. Because it goes really fast. Okay, so what comes after pink, purple? So 3 fingers, purple. She's so dark. And then clean my paintbrush. Who feels like you could totally do this on your own? I'm just saying words out loud. You guys are doing everything. Look how good you're doing. You guys aren't even hardly looking up anymore. You're practically just listening and going, yeah, mine's about the same size. Oh, I got it, lady. Right? Look what a good brain you have. Now I get the white and I'm going to put it on her back. Right? Whoosh. Very white, less white, less white, less white. Remember, purple needs white's help, so don't be stingy with white because otherwise she's black. And then I get to put the magenta in the purple, and the purple, magenta, the magenta, and the purple. So pretty. Looks like tie-dye. Okay, so everybody pause and look up. I want to show you what's going to... See, these are straight up and down, but look what's going to start to happen awkward. We have to start making like cone shapes until we get straight up and down. So this is like odd. It's big, wide to skinny at the leg. It's a weird turning of a corner. Then once we're here, we're straight up and down tubes, right? That makes more sense. And you paint these side to side, not up and down anymore. This one is windshield wiper, windshield wiper, windshield wiper. Okay, but here we're about to turn the corner, and it's just a weird, odd shape when you turn the corner. Okay, because after purple is blue, but it's gonna be like, let me show you. It's like big at the, but it's more like a ice cream cone shape. Does that make sense? It's weird. We're turning the corner, so it's like this odd little. Oh, you can't see that. See how it's wider on her back and smaller at the leg because we're turning the corner. It's awkward. And then we just go still up and down. Ooh, what if you get some on your spikes? Look, I'm going to cut off the bottom of the spikes and put the back on top. Right? Because the back is on top of the spike, so I'm going to cut off the bottoms of these. Bye. Oh, now I can clean my paintbrush and get white. And it's white at the top, right? Super white on her back. Less. And then I get to make, who liked the purpley blue? Here's your big chance. Put the purple and the blue and the blue and the purple, purple and the blue, blue and the purple. Love. I know purpley blue has a name. Let's see. Oh, here it is on the color wheel. Her name is Blue Violet. Now you know what your favorite color's name is. I actually didn't know that. Okay, and then, okay, it's still not perfectly straight up and down, so another weird shaped one for green. But it's just going to be slight like this. Is that weird? And it's 2 fingers big. But watch, now I have to go side to side only. No ups and downsies. This is why. Your hand can go start, stop this way really easy, but your hand has a hard time stopping up and down. So you'll end up painting her leg or coming out the bottom of her tummy. So when we do her back, it's side to side, windshield wiper. And you don't have to put these lines. That line that I put was just to show you its basic shape, right? But it's like, it's big. And then now look at how we're going to have a perfect tube color up and down. They're like these tubes. Columns. That's a better word. A column. That's a math word. Okay, now I'm going to get my white. Where is it going to be most bright? On her back, and I put the green on top of the bottom of the spikes. By bottom of the spikes. I don't want to look at you anymore. But it's, now watch, I go like this. Everybody pause and look up. Watch. And I'm pushing the white down as I go side to side, right? So it's very white, and I just go. This way, this way. And you could go, you don't have to pick up your paintbrush. You can go zig, 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 but you have to watch out for Z's. They all have to be touching, so you can't go Z, Z, Z. No, you have to go this. They're all touching like that. Okay, and then with your finger or with a clean paintbrush, I get to put the blue and the pink and the pink and the blue. Blue and the green and the blue. Oh, Coolio. Making new colors is my favorite. Otherwise, it's just like textures, shapes, whatever. And then what comes after green? I have to look. Yellow! Clean my paintbrush. What if there's still some green in your paintbrush? Totally won't matter. But now it's going to go like this. Everybody watch. From her back, a long tube to her leg, 2 fingers. Now they're going to go 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers, like that. But I am not going to draw the lines because it's, it's too perfect. But I'm just going to go, and what if I pick up some green? So, more tie-dye. But I already had to get more yellow. That's how fast this yellow is running out. Run out. More. 2 fingers wide. Make sure. Yeah. 2 fingers. Which means I have to do that little, not with the tip of my paintbrush, kind of the side of my paintbrush. So I'm laying it down kind of flat. And it's a better way of pushing down the white. So I'm going to clean my paintbrush and get the white. Stab! I'm going to stab the white. You know why? I have far to go. I'm just going to get the white, blub it. And it's very white. And I go, look at how flat I'm look, everybody pause and look up. I'm using my paintbrush like a magic wand right now. I'm not holding it like a pencil. So I can go like this. I'm pushing it down. Pushing that white down. See, if I hold like a pencil, I feel like I'm using the tip too much. If I hold it like a magic wand, I feel like it can be flatter. Now I get to make margarita color. The green and the yellow are mixed together. Hey, Damien, did your blue get any white? Your blue's not glowing for me. Damien, did you put some white in your blue? She looks sad. She wants some white on her back. Okay, now I'm going to put it with my finger. See how there's no white in your blue next to your green? Don't forget the white. It's how you turn on the light. Got to turn on the light. Now I'm going to put the green and the yellow and the yellow and the green and the green and the yellow, yellow and the green, green and the yellow. Oh, tie-dye. Oh, look at this. I didn't get the green to touch her leg. Let me fix that. Okay, there was a black hole right there. Okay, now it comes after yellow. Orange. 2 fingers. Stab. So I'm going to cut off the bottom of my spikes. 2 fingers. And then, I guess her knee and part of her tummy. So knee, tummy looks like an L. Because it's a tube, right? But the knee's kind of in the way. So let me show you closer. So I went like that. So it's just so it's the same. If this is 2 fingers. Well, if I come straight down, it's like the knee and a piece of tummy. But then how do I still paint it? Side to side. Side of my paintbrush, kind of flat. Oh, that's not big enough. That's only 1 finger. Let me check it again. Okay, 2 fingers. Better. Oh, runs out of paint fast. It's far. I think I'm going to get way too much orange in my yellow. I was very aggressive. I can already tell. And then I clean my paintbrush and get a stab of white. How come? Because I have far to go. I would like just at least a speck of white to make it to the bottom. So I stab my white. Come on, white. So it's very white on his back. And then less. No stopping. No getting more. I'm going to run out. Did I? A tiny bit of white made it to the bottom. Just helps turn on the light. I have another beautiful paper towel. And then, watch out, who's more aggressive, orange or yellow? Orange by a million. So I put the yellow and the orange and oh, look at it, it's so thick. It's so much darker than my yellow. Go. Stop it. Orange, calm down. What's your problem, orange? Chillax. Okay, then after orange, what comes next? Pink, 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 pink. Which is basically the one that looks like red. Right? But I call her pink. So, how big? 2 fingers. So, okay. So, cut off the bottom of the spikes and her tummy. Up. And then stab and get more. Side to side only. Side to side, side to side. No ups and downsies because you'll fall out of your painting. The brain thing. Oh, that's only 1 finger. Let me try again. Didn't match. I had to be really conservative. Okay, there. Yeah, 2 fingers. Who likes putting the white on there and making it change colors? So pretty. And I clean my paintbrush. Stab my white. It's going to be so white on her back. Her back's going to be glowing. Super white. Then less. Running out. Oh, good. I need a new paper towel. That one's filthy. Get out of here. Okay, finger or paintbrush, clean paintbrush, and I put the orange and the pink and the pink and the orange, orange and the pink and the pink and the orange, orange and the pink, pink and the orange. Love that color. I like it more when it's dry. The colors are so similar when they're wet. I can't really tell, but when it dries, it's one of my faves. So I just made orangey pink where they touch. See, you can barely tell it even in the camera, but it'll dry and then they'll be different. And then what comes after pink? Magenta. Ladies and gentlemen, ooh, wait. This should go from 2 fingers would be up in her crown. They have one of these crown things like dinosaurs. They have these things. So it will be part of the crown and next to the arm. Oh, I better be careful of that arm. You know what? I'm going to outline my arm real quick. You know what I mean? Like if it's 2 fingers, I feel like, there, now protect it. I worry. I feel like I'm going to scribble into her arm. So if I outline it, what happens if you outline? You usually don't jump the line. It's true. Who's behind me? Who's ahead of me? Both are good because yours will turn out how yours turns out. If you're making your object, your columns thicker or smaller, you're going to land on a different color on her face. All good. I never met your chameleon. I don't know if that's her colors or not, right? Okay, now I'm going to get my pink. So for me, I'm at pink. So I go, okay, if it's 2 fingers, it includes this little crown thing. So I just go blah, blah, blah. Wait, no, magenta. Oh, I said the wrong word. Magenta, that's what I meant. Oh, look at how see-through she is. Magenta. She's shy. Put it thicker and softer because I keep scratching off the color. Softer, soft. Better. And then I clean my paintbrush and get some white and I stab the white because I have far to go. Let's be super bright on her crown and then less. Let's see how fast I run out of white this time. Ooh, down in the corner. It like becomes a V down by her arm, huh? Isn't it pretty so far? And then pink and magenta are friends. Tie-dye. Looks like tie-dye. Doing a super good job. After after magenta, purple. And so it would be her crown to her foot. Remember, it's 2 fingers, so what if you're at a different spot than me? Every color is 2 fingers big, right? You just keep going till you get to her nose. Okay, purple is there, and then I guess over her leg. Oh, look it, I got it on her shoulder. Let me get it off my finger. Oh, sorry, shoulder. I hurt her shoulder. And then I get my purple and I go, way. Oh, ran out. Halfway I ran out because it got scratchy sounding. Oh yeah, and when we do the mouth, we paint right over the mouth. Right, so everybody pause and look up. Here's the mouth. What is the mouth going to be made out of? Dots. So we're going to put the color right over the face. So don't worry about that. We put it in dots. Okay. We're like, oh no, her mouth. We're like, it was just there so you weren't scared of him. Okay, so now I'm going to get the white. Step. And put it on the top of her crown for me. Who's at the crown? So I have very white. Last. And I would really like some white to make it to the bottom so she's not black. Okay, and then I get to make magenta purple. I'm going to put the magenta, softly, put the magenta in the purple and the purple and magenta. Because, purple's so much more aggressive. It's so dark. Oh, stop it, purple. Calm down. Yikes. It's too thick. Oh, whew. But I like the texture it makes. It's fun. Who's got good texture? Look, the little scribbles actually look. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Watch. I'll show you. Look. This is where you are, right? So your eyelid, this little rainbow over your eye, will be whatever color is at your eye. Just keep going. 2 fingers, and whatever color you end up with at the nose, you did. Okay. No worries. Everybody's will be slightly different because there's no way to control how big. I'm saying 2 fingers. What if your fingers are bigger than mine? I don't know. After the purple is blue. Whoop. So I guess it's the crown and her chin. And this is when I'm going to cover up her mouth, and I don't even care. Whoop. And why do I always put the lines first? So I don't go outside the lines. If you outline something, you're less likely to fall out. And I just go side to side. Oh, didn't make it to the bottom. I got dry. We're getting close to the eye. Remember, it's 2 fingers no matter what. It says repeat. No worries. Okay? Wherever you end up is where your chameleon ends up. Now I get the white poke, and it's very white on his crown. Less until I run out of paint white when I get to her chin. And then I'm going to put the clean finger or clean paintbrush. I put the purple and the blue and the blue and the purple. So good. Oh, too much blue. There. Fix. Ooh, look, I don't know why I like that. It looks like what is that, pink fire? I like what I made right there. Okay, what comes after blue? Green. Are you guys feeling confident on your own already? Yeah? Okay, all we do is keep going till you get to her nose. And then watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Because whatever color, everybody pause. Even if you're busy, watch me. Okay, because now I'm at her eye. You're going to be at a different color at the eye, but watch me. Fernando, you ready? I'm going to carefully, I don't want to hurt the purple, but I'm going to outline her eye. It looks like it's going to be green, right? To there. Why am I outlining? Because you know I will scribble and get it in her eye. So if I outline it, I'm going to protect her eye. And then she just gets whatever color is near the eye is also her little rainbow eyelid. And then I can go, well, it barely fits for me. Look at that. It's like nothing. All right. Mostly green chin for me. But that's how this one turned out. I don't know. Look at when I did it this time. Look at how much more green was in it. I don't know. Which means I have to put a little bit, clean my paintbrush. I almost stuck my dirty paintbrush in there. There. So I can highlight the eyelid. Whoa. I just got it on her eye. I wasn't being careful. Oh, careful. I'll go slower. Rainbow. Okay, there. I was spastic. And then put the white a little, and then white in the green, right? Brighten it up a little. But look what I did by the eye. I was being hyper. I might as well go all the way around the eye with the green. Might as well. Remember how we have to make rainbows and smiles? Look at what I just did. Told you, I'm a professional artist. Is that a circle? No, let me fix it. But I have to go like this. Rainbow, smile. It is the only way to get a good circle. Okay, it's better. Because I went like this, which trying to go around it with scribbles ruined the eye shape because I did not do rainbow smile. But now I get to make turquoise. So I put the green and the purple and the green and the blue and the blue and the green and the green and the blue and the blue and the green. Yay. If you're not at the same spot as me, just keep going, keep going, keep going. And now her nose and her mouth is yellow. So I might as well outline her nose with the yellow. What if I pick up some of the green? So it's pretty. So I just go. Okay, and then I get the white highlighted poke. So it'll be most bright on the front of her nose and then run out, I guess. So I just go, okay, brighter, and then...
My napkin looks like this.
Is it pretty? Oh, see? It's like you could frame it or something. It's pretty. And then wherever, maybe not her eyelid, but where green and yellow are touching, I'm going to make lime green, a little margarita color right there. Who feels good about it? I think you should. I think you should feel good about it. Isn't it better than you thought? Remember when you saw this and you were like, yeah, right, lady. Yeah, right. Well, we did it. Good job. Okay, so we're not going to touch up the black yet. We do that at the end. Okay, but for the rest, we're going to use not our paintbrush anymore, but our stick. How come? Because we're going to make dots. And if I use my paintbrush, a perfect circle. Remember, like our fingerprint, itty bitty fingerprints. So I can make perfect little dots like that, and none of them touch. They're like a finger space apart. And I just go poke, and then they'll get little, right? That's when I'm running out of paint. They're too little. So you want nice round dots. Everybody flash me your painting real fast. I want to make sure. I know, Delilah, you're going to need more time. Okay, and Miss Holland's going to need more time. Okay, so everybody pause. I want to show you where the dots go for the mouth, and then Miss Holland and Delilah, you're gonna keep going. Got to finish the face before you put the mouth on, but I just want to show you where the dots go for the mouth. Okay, and it's very easy to remember, but we're gonna use the stick. Oh, Fernando, that's great. Oh yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the stick. Let me say it like 50,000 more times. Stick, 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 stick. Not the paintbrush, because this will go, right? So it's the stick, and I get my white paint, and I'm just going to hold my white paint. And no, I'll put it right here. No, that'll fall. So the first one is right at the tip of her lips, right at that cone, and you won't be able to see it because I think I put white paint there already. But it just goes right here at the tip of her lips. Boop! Like that. Just watch me do it first, even if you have to paint yours, right? And then the next one is a whole finger space beneath the eye. I'm not going to touch my painting because it's wet, but I float my finger so it's, there. Right? A finger space below my eye is another white dot. Make sure you're doing this with me, Damien. You can go back and decorate later, but I'm only showing the mouth once, right? And then 2 fingers behind the eye is another dot. Fernando, I'm using my stick, right? I'm using my stick, and I cut the white paint, poke, like that, so I can make little perfect dots. One there, and one behind the eye. Now, and watch out for making a V. It's a U shape, but I come down and I go falling and falling up. So it's a smile. Don't make a V. Some people make it sharp like this, right? But it's bended. Now you do it. And then there's a space between each white dot. They don't touch. Like a finger space apart. Now go down, 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 up, 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 smile. And then I get more white paint, and look at what's down her back. It looks really bright, but it's like a stripe down her back, and from her smile to her tail is like a rainbow of white dots. So now I go, and I just go, and as soon as they get small, I stop and get more paint. It only lasts like 3 dots, but I go, space, and like a finger space apart. They don't touch. They're not friends. Okay, time for more paint. Whee! Space, space, falling down into her tail, and when I get to her tail, I stop. Let me show you up close. Oh, and there's her smile. That's my beauty light making too much of a shine right there. And then, look at this coolio thing. Everywhere we made a new color, remember we scribbled with our finger and made a new color? We put little dots. A little line of dots wherever we made a new color on her tail. So I just get more paint. And I just go, okay, there was, I got too much paint on my paintbrush. It's too giant. I'm going to get some of it off. Okay, there. So turquoise, dot, dot, dot. And then lime, and then orangey yellow, and then wherever I go, I just put a few dots. Oops, more paint. And then the purpley blue. It's like we're making a line where we made new colors. Oh. It's like 3 or 4 dots. You want to see up close? Let me show you. Wherever I made new colors, I went dot, 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 and I'm using my stick. My stick, so they're nice and round. Cute, right? Somehow it's making the colors look more vibrant by putting the high contrast of black and white next to the color. It's an optical illusion. This painting on a white canvas looks bleh because the colors don't look as bright. Ew, I got magenta on mine. Get off my paintbrush. There. There. I must have touched a dirty spot. Yay. Cuteness. And we're resting. We're resting 1 second. Okay. And then look at my black dots. Right? They are in little up and down rows, but they are a finger space or more apart. Don't let them touch. This is why. It's already very black, and I've seen kids put so many black dots it made their painting go dark. Does that make sense? So a finger space apart, none of them are touching. And now from the tail, and I just put rows and rows and rows of black dots, including her faces. Okay? So I just go, all right, where's that black? I finally get to use that black. So I just go, I don't know. That's the tail, so body, what? Boink, 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 boink. Dot, 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 dot. And they're nice and far apart. Look at, I got a whole finger space between them. I keep them far apart from each other. They're not friends. I just do it for texture. Remember texture, color, and shape? Our shape's already perfect. It's already a chameleon. Our color's interesting. Our texture's interesting. And now these black dots are adding more texture. Oop, not her arm. Dot, dot, dot. They're far apart from each other. None of them are friends. Far, far away. Dot, 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 dot. And I could put some on her eyelid. Oh, cuteness. And nothing goes on her legs and her arms. Doesn't it add more texture? It's more interesting to look at. Hey, Aaron, I'm looking at your painting. I don't think you should go and fix any of the outline. I love the texture. It looks like a space alien. I'm in love with it, and I don't want you to smooth out his edges. That looks wicked cool, Aaron, okay? Mine, I'm trying to be smooth. I like yours like that. And it looks like it could be an alien bug. I love it. And it looks like he has big joints. No. What are those bugs that can curl up? Those bugs? That's what yours.
Stitch from Lilo and Stitch when he rolls up into a little ball.
Yeah. Cause his looks like these are the folds on the thingy. Okay, so everybody watch. Now I'm gonna show you the black. Okay. So do I want any of this black hurting my lizard I just painted? No. So I'm going to keep my black, and once I put black on my paintbrush, it's pretty much ruined. So you can't do this till the end because everything will change colors. But remember that oopsie I did? Bye. It looks shiny, but it will dry. Oh, it's shiny, right? But it will dry the same color. But what about those oopsies? Remember how we outlined, right? I land in the background, smash, sneak up, and let one hair fix the boo-boo, right? But not Aaron, because I like his already. Okay, and then, oh, where's another one for me? Oh, around the teeny tiny tail, right? There, right? Because I was there. I wasn't quite right there. And then I can't do anything on my stick because this is not black, right? So anything on the stick is too bad. His chin, look at this. His chin's wrong. Whoop, but I stay in the background. Watch. I could even outline this better. So I'm in the background, smash, sneak up, let one hair smooth it out, but not the stick. Oh, there's another one. I land in the background, smash, sneak up, one hair touches the boo-boo, right? I like my spikes like that, so I'm not going to fix those. I didn't have as many. How come? Because I've done this before, right? But who wants to round theirs off a little bit, right? So
my spikes look a little bit like lava girl's hair.
That looks weird. Or one of those troll dolls. A troll doll.
Oh yeah, one of the troll doll's hair.
Yep. Or a Barbie when you brush your hair too much and it sticks out everywhere. Right? So how do I do the black part? Watch, I'll outline again. Watch. I'll go, so I stay in the background. Smash. Oh, that's not shiny there. I stay in the background and then I sneak up one hair and push my paintbrush. And that is how I smooth. Okay? I do not scribble. I push. But if you like your texture, you leave it. Just like Aaron's looks like an awesome pill bug from space. I also don't like the elbow on mine. Because I might have a bump on it. Could you just fix all day? You can. But we don't need to. Because it's part of the adventure. So what did we learn? We learned shape. It was already drawn on there, right? Shape, color, right? That color value is dark, medium, light. How to shadow and highlight. Texture being one of the most interesting things about this painting. The shape is whatever. Getting the texture in the color was neat. Right? Some people want to be super smooth. Yeah, you're going to be touching it all day and over mix your colors, right? So like, oh, I love that. The color, the texture, the shape, color, and texture, and shading and highlights. And then we have high contrast, right? We have the black and the white helps make it look 3D. Super dark to all the way bright. You guys did a good job. Who's proud of themselves? Who did it better than you thought you would? I know, good job. Because once we did the tail, did your brain know how to do the highlighting already? Yeah, right? That's how fast you have a human brain, right? And you don't know how to do something until you do it. This is kind of a setup planet. What if you wanted to learn how to weld? Do you know how, are you born knowing how to weld? No. You could watch someone weld all day. Still doesn't teach you. When do you learn? When you do it yourself over and over, and then by doing it, you learn it. And then once you do it, your brain goes, oh, I get it. But one of the problems with school is how do you do history so that you can learn it? Fill in worksheets. It's so hard to teach some subjects because you can't do the subject. And we're little monkeys and we copy and do. So it's very hard for us to learn ideas. Much harder. So you do fill in the blanks with the vocabulary and stuff. Hey, look at Sebastian's. Look at all your texture. What? Yours reminds me of a rainbow bear with the fur. Nice. Nice. Fernando, let me see yours. Delilah with your white on there. Oh, that's so bright. Look it. I love it. All right, go back over it and find any little oopsies with the black and touch up the edges. Just a few, Fernando. Just a tiny bit. Hey, look at Chris. Oh my God, yours is melting. That's awesome, Chris. Yeah, that's like a Jackson Pollock. Do you know who Jackson Pollock is? He did splashy paints like that, splashy paints. That's like a famous artist with the paint, and he just let it drip like that. Yours just landed on a melting planet. Yours is on Venus where it's super hot. Oh, Fernando, it came out good. And Delilah, love it. Delilah, you're still working on dots, huh? Damien, look at your, oh, that looks good, Damien. Extra texture. Noah, good job. Who liked making the colors the best? Because it just like happened.
I,
It's like your finger goes like this, but it's magic. Look at the colors, right? Anyone could put a color. Nobody cares. Making a color is beautiful.
yeah, making the new color does it.
That was the best part, right? Where they did like and you go like that. Best part. And why did that work? Remember I told you about your Play-Doh and it always looks ugly? Because we went in rainbow order. We never made an ugly color because everything was next to each other on the rainbow. Remember how purple and yellow would actually make an ugly brown color? Ugh. And it's not a color you can make a tree out of. So you have to be careful. It's called color theory, about how color works. You guys did a good job. Yay!